arrive at a location, before we start doing anything, we'll leave all the power on, and we'll take, especially the equipment that senses electronic fluctuations, we'll go around and take a base reading, and we note the areas where we have spikes in energy, so that we know when we're doing it, that when we come across that it was there normally. So the first thing we want to do is rule out any fluctuations that are there naturally. So you have to do a controlled run where you go through and make sure you pick up all the differences, and then usually we will turn off the power at that point, or at the very least turn off all the electric that the homeowners or the property owners will allow us to.
We go place to place and see what type of activity we get, and tonight just happened to be one of the nights where there's really nothing happened tonight.
Yeah, they don't perform on cue.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of at their mercy. The nuns were doing abortions on unmarried women. If you came in here and you were unmarried,
let's walk down and show me it.
and you know, this is all hearsay. We don't know for a fact. But if you were unmarried and you were pregnant and you came in here and you had your baby delivered, they would abort it, and they would supposedly flush it down that toilet right there.
One of the basic ones we use is a digital recorder, and what we do is we get EVPs, electro voice phenomenon, on them. And what we do is we normally put it on, put it in a room. We put it on. We say, "Is anybody here? Give us a sign. Knock. Let us know that you're here." That's one of them. Another device is we use is a mel meter, and this actually reads both temperature of the room as well as the EMF, electromagnetic fields that are being projected, and is reading both at the same time. The main unit we use is the K2 meter, and we normally put this in an area where, as we're doing the recording, we're able to put this somewhere and say, "Hey, is there anybody here with us? Can you please walk to the green light and make it go off?" And if we have a response, it'll normally light up. And a lot of times we'll ask, "Is there anybody here?" It'll light up on command almost. At a lady's house in Victoria, me and a former member, Natalie, were sitting in the room, and she happens to ask, "Is there anyone in the room with me?" And you can almost, as clear as day, hear my name, Miles, in the background. And it was not me.
To me, the most interesting thing that ever happened to me, because I have a flashlight, it was at Yorktown. I had it laying on the floor in the hallway. We could clearly see down the hallway. It was at nighttime. So if somebody was down the hallway, we would have seen somebody. We asked for the entity to turn the flashlight on. It took a couple minutes, but the flashlight came on. Right. We asked it to turn it off, and it took a couple minutes, but it turned the flashlight off. I've had that happen to me 3 times at Yorktown now. And there is nobody within 50 feet of this flashlight.
The only verifiable evidence that I recorded were multiple EVPs. You know, the recordings. On a normal hunt, if we're somewhere that actually has activity, if we're lucky, we'll get 1 or 2 EVPs in a 4, 5, 6 hour time frame. The first time we went there, starting at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I had an EVP basically every 30 seconds for 2 hours straight. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. There were so many EVPs, I almost, when you hear an EVP, you're extremely excited. It's a real adrenaline rush because you found something. But there were so many that night, I almost got to be like, there's another one.
Just the girls now that are wanting to communicate with you. My name is Leanne, and this is my friend Joyce. We don't mean you any harm or disrespect. We're just here to talk to you. You can talk to us by passing in front of the green lights. It'll make a rainbow looking at that. Or you can talk into the little red light. So you've got two different options. We would really like to know if you're here. Can you give us a sign by passing over the green lights to let us know that you are here?
Can you knock on any of the wood that's in here? There's a lot of wood in here. Knock on a wall or something. Knock on the window.
You really want to scare us? Play that organ.
I have this iPhone right here, and on it is an app called the Ghost Radar. And we've used it on a couple investigations, and we don't really know whether it works right. It could be just random, but the coincidences that happen, are pretty phenomenal. With the Ghost Radar here, your phone has different sensors in it. It has, Wi-Fi sensors. It has a transmitter and receiver for cell phones. It has GPS, accelerometers, and everything. Come on, turn that flashlight on. You turn that flashlight on, we'll leave. Is that a deal?
Worked for the city or the car wreck.
Oh, Marcus.
Marcus. Is he a new addition? Is Marcus a new addition to y'all's family here?
Hung?
No.
What is hung supposed to mean?
Rising.
Rising?
What's rising?
They'll be rising a foot up Congress's ass if they don't get their shit together. You're doing good. Just keep trying. We can't hear you, so this is about the only way you can communicate with us. Flag. I got a 1.3 up here.
Consistent? I mean, just stand there?
Yeah, it's 1314.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's an ongoing, and it's what it is, an investigation. We go one place to another, and hopefully we can not only debunk everything, but also show that there is stuff out there we cannot explain. And that's what we do this for. It's for that thrill of catching something that no one else ever caught.